po, welcome to my YouTube channel. Ito po ang inyong kabesti, ang kabesti ng lahat, ang kabesti ng buong bayan. Hello, hello, hello. And this is Mary Grace Gonzalez Vlog. So, meron na ako nagawa nito, how to manage a sari-sari store. Kaya lang, ginawa ko to uli kasi nag-request yung stepdad ko na kung pwede daw English. So, ito, matagal ko siya bago nagawa kasi hindi naman tayo kagaya ng iba na, diba, magaling. So, ngayon, paliliwanag ko dito lahat. Doon sa nauna kong video nito, walang ganito. Ito talaga ni-research ko kasi para, maintindihan nila. Kasi yung video kong isa, Tagalog yon, based on my own experience yon. So, ito, ang aking ilalahat uli. So, dito dyan, here's your request. So, everything about sari-sari store are explained to you to this video. So, okay. What is a sari-sari store business? So, a sari-sari store business is a small neighborhood retail shop that covers the members of that community. The store usually carries basic goods such as canned foods, instant noodles, coffee, soda, and other things that Filipinos gets on a daily basis. One of the most daily basis in sari-sari store are cigarettes and loads. Okay. So, this is my brief history what is sari-sari store means. So, there are 10 tips to manage sari-sari store. So, number one is location. The number one important is location. Having a sari-sari store on your doorstep can be a start. But your goal should be to reach more people, and if your house is located in a busy neighborhood like SM with lots of foot traffic, you should also consider venues that can bring in more potential customer, such as those near in school, town, plazas, or public transportation hub, and church. What else? Number two, set your prices carefully. A sari-sari store goods usually cost a little more than their supermarket counterparts, since customers are also paying for convenience. On the other hand, try not to set too high a price on your stuff, especially if you're competing with existing stores in that area. As a guide, you can put a markup to 30 pesos on items like canned goods and soap, and a profit margin of around 10 for soft drinks. And the number 3 is look for good supplier and cultivate a healthy relationship with them. So, it means most sari-sari store owners get their inventory from market or from the grocery. Example is the pure gold and the ultra mega. And because of or and because most of our customer also go to those places to restock their household consumables, and they can easily tell if you're pricing your items a little too high. And if you want to be a really competitive, go directly to distributors or companies that supply groceries and try to source your merchandise from there. Okay. From this way, you'll be able to lower your costs and price your items lower, further increasing your profitability. So number 4, keep track of your revenues and expenses. So it means being on top of your financial transaction is crucial to only successful business. Noting your product costs and sales in ledger or notebook is good also. Like me, I have a notebook for our daily sales and monthly sales. So I have a notebook for my inventory, what we call is the first in first out of my product. So but if you can set up a computer spreadsheet for your sales record, it's so much better if you have a computer, no. But if you not any computer or laptop, so it's better to use the old school. You can record your sales report at your notebook and other expenses to your notebook. So later, maybe the following days, I can teach you how to manage, or how to manage a daily sales report and the monthly sales report. So, but now we can talk about the management to manage of a sari-sari store. So, number 5 ba? Number 5, okay. If the right merchandise to stock, if you do your bookkeeping correctly, you'll be able to glean which products are most in demand in your area, place. Example, the student in the school nearby looking to your store for soft drinks and a packet of boy bawang chichirya. Bawang is a chichirya. Okay. Number 2 example is, if the construction workers from the site across the street and you came by every afternoon, so for a fresh pack of cigarettes that he can buy for our store. So number 6, take note of your customer buying habits. So it is important to identify the items that our regular customer always look for but currently aren't on stock. There are quite a handful of your regular asking for the same thing. Okay. The same goes for items you need to take off your display. If a certain product isn't selling, too well, or if a certain product isn't selling too well, or sits on your shelf for too long, it is probably best if you nix it from the store altogether. Okay, if the product is not fast moving, it's better to pull out your products. So to avoid to expire our goods. So that's what I mean. So number 7 is don't much of your inventory. Okay, don't use your sari-sari store goods to stock off your pantry or fridge at home. Or if you do so, you should reimburse the business for the cost of those items. So, consuming your goods without paying for them will not only diminish your display, but it will also shrink your capital. Okay, it means if you get your foods in your home, and then you can't what do you call that, your goods without paying for them, your business will fall down. What I mean. So okay, before you know it, you'll have eaten or consumed your entire business. So keep your hands off the merchandise. While you're out, it keeps the finances of your house holds and your sari-sari store separate, so that you have an accurate record of how much you are spending on your business and how much money is making at all. So what number 8 is preserve the quality of your goods. Monitor your shelves at least once a week to see if there's are any expired or damaged product you need to discard. So avoid placing items in direct to sunlight, and remove any rotten fruits or vegetable at once. If you have any fruits or vegetable to sell. And if you use thumbtacks or staple wire to display sachet of powdered goods, try not to packaging. Packaging can cause air to come in and harden the contents. And if the sachet happens to contain powdered milk or sugar, then the ants will come calling. So what else? The last thing you want. Okay. The last thing you want is a customer asking for a refund while returning a defective or damaged product. So number 9, set aside a portion of your profits to cycle back in the business. So this strategy is the key if you really want to grow your sari-sari store business beyond its humble beginnings. So the rule of thumb is to set aside 10% of each day earning as a profit. For example, if you sold 800 worth of items today, you will get the 10% of it, the total amount is 80 pesos. So it may seems like a small amount, but if you are faithful to this approach, it can easily add up to something substantial, which you can then use to widen your range of products offerings. Perhaps even rent out a second location. It means if your earnings in one day, if you are daily sales report in one day, for example, is 1,000, your sales in one day is 1,000. So the 10% of it is 100 pesos, and you can keep it for your future use purposes. Okay, number 10, register your business. Okay, this is an important thing that you will know. So operating your business gives you more credibility and makes your store more trustworthy. Since the plaques and certificates tell your customer, if you have a plaques and certificates, tell your customer that you are complying with basic hygiene and safety standard. It is the most important. Okay. Fortunately, most local governments units have a one-stop department that allows small business owners like yourself to process the necessary permits more efficiently. So visit your municipal and city hall and see what the requirements are needed in our business. So, putting up and running a sari-sari store business is simple, but it's not easy. However, if you stick out and do things right, you may find your little corner shop blossoming something more in the future, such as a full-fledged grocery, and that's sure to prove even more rewarding. So, this is the 10 tips to manage of sari-sari store. So, I hope you can learn from it. Okay, friend, kabesti. So, this is my 10 tips to manage of a sari-sari store, and I hope you learn about these tips. So, okay, bye-bye, and God bless. See you. Sana, yung naituro ko ngayon, sana huwag niyo naman pintasan ako kasi, sabi ko nga, hindi naman ako magaling sa English. So, at least, I try my best na maituro ko sa inyo in English way. Kahit na medyo na mabagal ako, kahit na medyo na nabubulol ako, kahit na medyo na titigilan ako kasi kailangan ko pang isipin ko na sabihin ko sa inyo. So, sana meron kayong natutunan.